Hello Nation, Rock Var here live on Var Nation playing DC Universe Online with Lyda and Bodhi. And tonight we are going to kick some Tier 2 DPS in the butt as we continue to explore water powers, the newly launched power set here in DC Universe Online. So welcome to the stream. I hope you guys enjoy yourselves. We've got about an hour of water gameplay ahead of us here, live on YouTube, and I am getting my stream set up here, hopefully. It looks like, there we go. Got to get it all set up on YouTube now because I have to do it right. I have to do it right. And here's the thing that you need to know. If you, oh my goodness. Am I going to get nothing but errors on YouTube tonight? If you are live streaming on YouTube, what's up, MX? If you are live streaming on YouTube and you expect to monetize your video, you have got to keep your language clean. The last stream, I got a message from YouTube. I have limited availability as far as ads that are going to be on the channel because apparently I was too graphic with my language, and some ads don't want to be associated with it. So that's what you run into when you get in the heat of the moment, I guess. MX Gaming says, dude, I would love to play with you, but can't, school, and too tired. Damn school. I can say that word.
No.
Yeah, that's not one of the 7 deadly sins. I can say that one. I'm pretty sure.
No.
I can say it on the radio. I'm pretty sure I can say it on YouTube. I'm guessing.
Sure, like, I don't know, Phoenix University won't want to be one of
Phoenix, I doubt that particular university is doing anything with my streams anyway, but we'll see. Maybe they won't. But anyway, sorry, man. You know, get an education. You got to get smart. Got to get a good job. Someday you'll be supporting a family. You'll wake up one day, you'll be in your mid to late 30s, and you'll realize, what have I done with my life?
You need more Infamil.
You need more Infamil for your son. And at that point, it's too late. So get it taken care of while you're young. Go do that school stuff. I didn't give enough effort in high school like I wish I would have. And so now I can't spell things that I'm supposed to be able to spell. My wife has to spell things for me like tear before we went live. Honey, how do you spell tear? Math is not the easiest thing in the world for me. I didn't pay a whole lot of attention. Apparently I'm decent at procreating because we have Bodhi. But I didn't learn that in school. I failed. I clearly failed home ec, where they teach you how to use protection. And so that's not good. I think I've just created. I'm pretty sure I've just created another video that can't be monetized. Oh well. Maybe I'll gain subs. If I lose monetization, you know, the whole $1.85 that my channel has generated this month, I will, maybe I'll gain subs. I don't know. MX says I'll be in my 30s. Oh God. Banging my wife. 2, getting ready to wipe my kid's ass when he poops. 3, getting ready to have 3 more kids. Nice, man. I think we just took it from questionable to over the top. Oh well. But we did gain a couple of subs since the last stream, so thank you guys for subbing. As you can see in my off time a little bit here, I redecorated just a tad. I came in here and spent my all the stuff that I needed to spend in order to get my base items to where I don't have to put them in the little slots anymore. And so, yeah, This is what I've created now. I have my shark hanging out here with my jellyfish. I can hang out in my pool. Basically, I'm gonna put some stuff around this to make this like it's an actual like pool. I don't know how that will be accomplished, but I will accomplish it. My little buddy's over here hanging out with me today. We've got our tranquil sand garden we can hang out in just if we want to. I just put this on the wall because for no good reason. He says that's great, man. More subs. Yeah, and P.S. If God permits me, to grow that old. That's what I thought. That's why I didn't put a whole lot of stock in the beginning part of my life, because I thought, nah, by the time I'm 30, I'll be dead. Or 35-ish. I really expected it to be more around 30, so. And then I lived past 30, and I was like, holy shit, now I gotta get stuff together. And then I was like, 35. It'll be over. Then 35 happened. Still alive. Like, oh man, I should get some stuff together. And then, I'll be dead by 40. And then 36, we had a kid. And I was like, oh shit, now I really got to get stuff together. And here I am at 37. Still don't have anything together. But maybe on kid 2, I'll figure that part of it out. Oh man. Oh, here's the diving shark, by the way. He's hanging out up here. And we put our water sign. Whoa, I don't know how this ended up on the floor. I didn't leave it that way. I don't even remember leaving it over here. I must have got disconnected while I was playing it, because some of the time I was placing stuff and then I get like honeydews from across the house and I end up leaving things.
Blame it on me.
He says, I have an awesome wife. That is true. I do have an awesome wife. She's shocked. She doesn't know what to make of that. Are you trying to read the comment? You think I'm making it up?
Yes.
Nope, it's right there. It says, you, sir, have an awesome wife. I started tier 2 stuff. I went all the way through, it's not going to show that now because it's reset. I went all the way through all of the tier 1 solos. I did some of the tier 2 solos. I queued for a tier 1 duo. I know that you and I did them, MX, but I queued for one without you, and by God, it was harsh. Like, it took me forever, along with another, actually it was a tier 2. I did Gotham Hospital, and it took forever. It was like going into docks or something back in the day. It was not easy. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and queue for flashback, because we'll see what kind of experience we have. I'm just going to do that. We'll do Riverfront Center. I'll bet I have no hope of getting through Riverside Hotel, but I'll try that one too, and we'll see what happens. If all else fails, we'll go do solos, but we are gonna run over to Little Bo. MX says, I like giving women compliments that are facts. Well, that will get you very far, sir.
He is so sweet.
I know. My wife says you're very sweet. You better watch out. Somebody might steal you away from me.
This is Amanda Waller. This operation is now
Can I come and
under the
visit?
jurisdiction of Task Force X. For the duration,
Hello.
you will be working with villains from the
Kareem
Suicide Squad to
Fardoon
complete
says
the
hi.
objective.
How you doing?
Focus on the mission.
Tom, hey buddy.
Yes,
Yeah, I remember you. How are you doing? It's early where you are, huh? Are you getting ready for work again? Where am I? Oh. I'm in here with the 52 named Rue. Let's go, Rue 52. Rue 52 is getting the heck out of here. Aww. He thinks there's no way we'll make it through this. It's alright if you want to leave, Rue 52. I think we can make it through. With a little bit of luck. Yeah, this stuff's hard now, honey.
No, but I mean, you're a 49.
Really? Do you think it's too hard for a 49? It's a tier 2 mission.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. What do you think I'm doing? I'm not doing...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I should be able to be okay in here. In days past, I would have been. If I can't stay alive, I'll leave. I don't want to hinder anyone's gameplay here.
Oh, you were so sweet.
I appreciate
We're
the
hanging
quick
on the
response.
treadmill.
Central City police informants
Oh,
have reported
Tom's
an
on
alarming
vacation.
plot by the roads. Someone has hired them
He's
to,
on DC
to
if I
somehow
need
prevent
company.
my origin.
Very nice. Are you
The
on,
resulting
do you
paradoxes are
play
causing
PS4?
ruptures in reality. I can use the cosmic treadmill to tunnel into the
And
past.
MX
through the
is
speed-
jumping
and
on
through the Speed Force tunnel into
PS3
the
with his high
past.
level. That's
Be quick,
cool, man.
though. The paradox
I would
wave
like
will
to
be
see
on your
your
heels trying to collapse the
tune.
Time travel's a real stone in your boot, I'll tell you.
It's a real stone in your boot. Is that what he just said? It's a real stone in your boot. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, it's not going to necessarily be easy. And my dude left me again. No, he didn't. Shit. He went way up there. No, don't die before I get there. Where'd he go? Oh, is that what he's doing? He's bypassing all the ads. Maybe I should do that. Oh, Kareem asks, is it possible to go to my level without spending any money? I
Can you get
think you can.
on for just the loyalty points like that you get for just being a member? Can you go?
Well, you don't get any loyalty points if you're not. Okay, this person's not happy with me. Okay, I'm sorry, person. I'll go ahead and let you... I'll leave and let that dude have somebody else. I think you can. You should definitely be able to. I mean, if you don't buy... I mean, as long as you just use the free powers and stuff like that, there's nothing saying you have to spend any money. The only time you might get to a point where you have to spend money is to go to the new episodes, you know, like if there's a new DLC that comes out or had come out that wasn't part of the original launch, then yeah, you'd have to buy that DLC to progress. But for the most part, I mean, it's a free to play game. They're not joking around when they say it. It's just you have limitations, obviously, but it's definitely doable. I did the greenhouse, that's right. And I don't know if I did Gotham University Warehouse. Tom says, can you see my character even if we play on different consoles? Well, that is... oh, thanks, MX. That is a good question. It depends on the console you're playing on. If you're playing on PlayStation 3 or 4, then yes. If you're playing on PC, yes. If you're playing on Xbox One, no. And the other thing is, Tom, I think you are on it. You might be on the EU server, which is a different server entirely. You play on PC, so yeah, I should be able to see you. But if you're on EU, I'm on the US servers, so I'm not sure that would work. Thanks, Kareem. I appreciate you subbing. That's awesome. You are awesome every day. I don't have my sub thing set up yet, where I was actually reading about that before I came on the stream today to see how I can get it set up to where if people sub, it'll give like a little, you know, I don't know, animation or something like that on the screen. It is possible with this thing that I'm using, Streamlab, but it's just I gotta figure out how to work it since I'm on console. It would be easy on PC, but I'm not sure on console. The remote for the TV, probably next to the chair on the floor, or something along those lines. Bodie likes to throw remotes. All right. Well, That was a travesty. Flashback did not go well. We'll queue for Gotham Hospital. And give it a couple minutes and then I'll do a solo. Because I'm just trying to, how long would what take? I don't know. It used to take like 5 seconds. But given the stat revamp, it's hard to say. You can if you want. Tom says, I don't remember if I'm on EU server because I see people from USA, so I need to check it out. That's cool. Or just log in if you want to and look, add Tempest JLU as your on your friends list. And if you actually do, oh shit, okay. No, MX is on, honey. He's got his high level tune. Oh, I'm in here with Rue. Rue, I'm so sorry. Alright, I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna... Oh shit, no I'm not. I went through the wrong thing. Rue's like, gosh darn it, Tempest JLU. But yeah, Tom, if you want to add Tempest JLU to your friends list, if you're not on the same server as me, it'll say like player doesn't exist, or maybe there's a Tempest JLU on your server, I don't know, but it's all one word. And I'm going to go to the watchtower. I don't get blamed here if you have school problems because of me, MX. And Lida says it will be my fault. So when you go to school tomorrow, if you're all tired and whatever, be like, it's Rockvar's fault. I was up playing video games past 9 o'clock. You know, it's interesting that I was reading something yesterday, an article that was talking about people's ages and when they should go to bed. And they didn't have kids going to bed until 11 o'clock until they were 18 years old. It was like at 15 you would still be going to bed at like 9. That's crazy. Oh no. He says, dude, don't worry. I'm going to be like your class is boring anyways. I don't need snitch. That's funny. Oh, I don't snitch. Nice. Nice. I'm also going blind. Okay, Tom's going to be in Watchtower 2. I'm going to walk around and see Mystery Uzumaki. The Kale Whisper. Here's Panther Prime. Oh, Tom's on a different server. Damn server. I wish they'd merged the two. I don't know what would be involved with that, but there's a lot of people on EU server that I'd like to play with. Who's this guy? Ooh, Aqualad 1. He's a god of emotion. Oh wow. Hey buddy, that's a cool name. Green Lantern Corps 1042. Awesome. I gotta see ya. So also oh, Jeffrey Lane, hey Rock. It was a pleasure to finally meet you the other day. It was a pleasure to meet you too, buddy. I wish I could have spent more time hanging out. But yeah, we'll hook anytime you're on, man. You can come and hang with me. And I'll tell you who else in the league. If you see a Superman Red or his name is Q, but it's XQX, or 19 Superman 78, I think. You guys have a very similar name. It's all the same guy. Hit him up too. He's very cool, very friendly guy, and will help you do anything. He loves to help out. If you see a guy that has Kai in his name in the league, hit him up. He's cool, and he definitely always likes to play. there's a Mon Eth, and there's a I think it's Anther Eth. You can hit them up as well. And then Val Lore is my brother-in-law. He may not know who you are, but you can always ask him for help if he's on. And of course Lyda. I have several tunes in the league also. I have Rockvar, Daxvar, Connor Prime.
That hollow token shows the emblem of the
Oh
tech
shit.
wing. Tech
There you
users
are.
use
Sorry,
advanced
man. I came to see
technology
you, and then I
gadgets
saw
as their
that
primary
shiny
tools.
object over there, and I was
These
like,
heroes are
ah,
mentored by
shiny
Batman.
object. Whoa, you look cool. I like your outfit. It's very nice. Let's see what's up here. Oh, your lead. I think. Yeah. I really like your outfit. You're in Ace's Legion. That's cool. Jeffer Brazil's trying to steal your thunder over here. Get out of my camera shot. There we go. I'll have to take you guys and show you some changes I made to the Varnation Studios too. I was doing a little bit of decorating. MX says I was grinding so hard to get this gear. I'll bet, man. I'll bet. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, very nice. Nice touch. For anyone who's joining the stream, and Tom says that moment when you see a man wearing a Green Lantern outfit with rage power. That is true. Jeffrey Lane says, oh, okay, thank you very much. I will introduce myself to them, and I will also introduce you as well if I see you guys on at the same time. Red especially. If you have any issues or need help with anything, Red is on. He is probably the longest running member at this point outside of me and Lyda. Very good guy. And actually I was playing with him last night. We did some Legend stuff. And hopefully he's doing okay. He is in hurricane path, so not cool. Also, our league member Jesus is OP. I don't know him personally, but Red does, and he's also a very cool guy. Yeah, man, he looks super cool. Oh, Croc. But I was getting ready to say, anybody who's watching the stream right now and they're like, I thought I was going to see some tier 2 DPS. Yeah, well, that's because it's damn near impossible, apparently, for me at this level. Like, huh. It's, the difficulty's a little bit jacked out of shape here after the stat revamp. I thought they were going back and fixing some of that, but I don't know. Me and another person at my level didn't seem like we would really have a whole lot of a hope of getting through it, to be honest with you. I spent, I think it was yesterday, tier 2 duo, I spent a good 30 minutes. I mean, it was grueling. We were getting beat down pretty badly, and it was stuff. I mean, this is stuff that when you'd be leveling in the past, you just walk through it. And it's like, oh god, what the hell? And it's not like I'm skill point deficient with this guy right now. He's got 47, so he's right about pretty close to having the same skill points as the CR. Jeffrey Lane says it's good to meet nice people in this game. Sometimes the community can be very bad. That is very true. That is an unfortunate truth, man.
I make sure to sell only the best Justice League.
But I like our little gang we got going on here on Var Nation. I'm digging. I think we got a pretty nice team here. Oh, Gotham Hospital. Here we go. All the cards are on the table. Let's see what happens. Let's see. I'm proud to
cables? I've marked targets at their weak points. Detonate bombs
wait
at
till
those
she's done
locations to
talking.
slow
I
them
don't know
down.
if I need this repair bot. No. I'm proud to say that I was left alone today with my son for 3 hours, and he lived. He is still alive and healthy. No scars, no wounds. Just had a lot of fun. My wife had to go pick up some formula. She had to drive about 45 minutes because, unfortunately, where we live in Hicktown, USA, they don't believe in soy. I'm just making that up, but I mean, it runs out very quickly, and we buy all of it, so that's probably why. So she had to drive about 45 minutes to get the formula, and Bodie and I hung out and played. I made a couple videos with him. We recorded some of our, we'll call it gameplay, but it was, you know, walker play. And you're not having a hard time with this at all, which you're a 135. Nice. I'm just following you, bro. You are the leader. I'm gonna hit some of these barrels too, though. You're like the tank without being a tank. That was one of the problems with the run through I had yesterday. Was the person that I was with was a tank. They were in tank role, but they didn't have any idea how to tank. They were a combat rating 50, so it was like, obviously they just got the tank role and said, hey, I'm gonna do this, because they weren't using any pulls, they didn't have any tank gear. It was just kind of like I was on my own pretty much, and it was not that, you know, I don't want to diss the guy or anything. He did a fine job, but we just had a little bit of a problem staying alive is all. Ooh. Just a slight problem staying alive. I'm not gonna say it was anybody's fault. It was probably my fault. I tried my best. Jeffrey Lane says, that's why I base my tune off the Henry Cavill Superman. I try to be as nice to people and help out. I get more enjoyment from seeing someone, I'm assuming that's supposed to be. The chat keeps cutting you off a little bit. Oh, here we go. Seeing someone get a piece of gear than myself. Yeah. The chat on the screen is cutting you off, but I can see it on YouTube, so it's all good. Ooh, another bomb. Bomb.
Initiating detonation.
So I've got, oh yeah, I was going to tell you guys. So I if anybody follows me on Twitter, @var_nation, I tweeted yesterday the audiobook for my friend's book series. The chapter 1 is up, and it is free to listen to on his YouTube channel right now. It's called Captain Hockland and the Island of Secrets or something, I want to say. Just Captain Hockland is good enough. I do the narration, so I'm reading the thing to you, and it is up on his YouTube channel. You can go to our Twitter feed @var_nation and look for that tweet if you want to, and go check it out. Or you can go check out his YouTube page. It's just in his name. It's Charles Millhouse. And let me know what you think. Sub up to old Chuck there. I have to say, I hate reading. In fact, I almost despise it. Every time I read, I don't retain any information. I pretty much fall asleep, and it's never been enjoyable for me. I like reading comics, and that's because there's pictures. Well, I'll be honest with you, a lot of times I'm just looking at the pictures. But the way Chuck writes, it just keeps my interest. I have never had more fun than narrating that chapter. It was like, I don't know, it was just incredibly fun. He paints a really cool picture when he writes. So that is, again, on his YouTube channel, Charles F. Millhouse, and I don't think he can even monetize yet. I'm not sure he has enough subs to do that. I don't remember what the sub count is to do that, but subscribe if you can or you want to, because I think that he's going to be a big deal. Based off of what I've read of his books, I don't see why he wouldn't. The stuff that he writes is better than anything I've read. What are you doing, elite guy? Elite subjugator? Getting killed by my Green Lantern friend? That's what's up. Jeffrey Lane says, LOL, I remember when I first started tanking, and boy, oh boy. I had only iconic Superman powers in my loadout. I feel you, man. That's how I was when I first started DPSing. I was like, my heat vision should be enough. He says, I was really bad at tanking when I first started. I'm sure I was bad at tanking too. I know I was bad at DPS. I could tell you, I couldn't possibly keep track of the number of raids, alerts, and duos that I was literally run out of, or told that I needed to delete the game, or, you know, there's definitely a learning curve to this game. It's always, but some people get it right off the bat, and I think that's because they're used to games like this. But not I. I didn't even know what a tank was. I thought at first that, you know, a tank, given that they're pretty damn powerful, like in real life, should be also doing the most damage. I didn't really get the concept at first.
Initiating detonation.
Ooh, we're destroying these cables, and I'm getting destroyed while I do it. Uh-oh, the Brainiac Guardian's coming. Jeffrey Lane says you and him should write a script for the Fantastic Four, then maybe we could get a great story, and they could be included in the MCU. That is not a bad idea. I'm pretty sure he's a big fan of the Fantastic. I think he's a fan of the Fantastic Four. I know he's a huge fan of Thor and Moon Knight, so I'll have to mention that to him. I've always wanted to write a Superman story, and the problem with that is I'm a horrible writer. I mean, I'm not a bad writer. I'm just horrible with coming up with ideas, and everything that I would come up with has already been done. Of course, so has everything that ever gets come up with anyway, but still. Getting punched in the back by this dude. He wants... Oh yeah, there's stuff I'm supposed to be doing over here. Oops. If this dude would stop punching me, there would be stuff I was supposed to be doing. Yeah. I wasn't paying attention. I forgot all about mechanics. Aww. Jeffrey said I used to stay in the... Wow, dude, you completed it. Jeffrey said I used to stay in the Brainiac Tier 4 raids for hours, then a stronger tank would come in and I'd get kicked out. I know how that feels. It's not fun. Oh, looky there, tank gear. And some healer gear. I'm taking the vault circuitry. I don't need healer gear quite yet. The stuff I went through yesterday, I got all controller gear. I was like, I'm not a controller. Oh, that's entering. Thanks, man. You really hooked me up. So there you go. That's how you do tier 2 content, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'm liking it, Jeffrey. I'm liking water. I'm a little bit... I told someone yesterday I was a little bit waterlogged. I had... oh, man. I'm stuck. I had too much... I've been spending too much time working on this tune. I had to go and play rock a little bit and get back into my own skin. And it was fun, so I went and did some Earth DPSing before they nerfed that. And it was always a good time. MX says, I'm sorry, dude, you should stay in the back and get some DPS off of that. That is true. What are you doing? You traded with me. Yeah, I get to talking, man. I forget where I'm at and what I'm doing, and I just start nailing stuff. I'm getting lost in your celestial or whatever that is outfit. Look at the stars, how they shine. You might say the night begins to shine when I look at you. Oh, you had some healer gear? That's cool. Oh, I thought I could trade gear. Gotcha. Unfortunately, they don't let... There's the Milky Way. Hey, I'm looking at Orion in your chest. It's pretty neat. I wonder how much time it took for them to... for the devs to come up with this and make it look so cool for people to not notice so much. I mean, that is really just neat. What else can we find in there? Oh, hello. Whoa. Holy crap. Have you guys ever looked at this thing before? Look at that. It's like the Milky Way and shit. It's just moving around. We're going hardcore now. I didn't even look to see what we were doing. We're going to a 4-player. I know that much. Which one are we doing? Ooh, Owen Science Cells. Ooh. We're going to go hang out with your people. Glitch is happening. I don't know. I'm going to go back and look at your constellation. I'm losing myself in your constellation. It could be because I don't know if me having roll optional alerts turned off will cause a problem for us queuing or not. If it does, I'll change it. We would know already because one of us wouldn't have been able to queue. And we seem to both be queued. Jeffrey Lane says, Rock, do you think we need a leader board in the game? And do you think a role emblem should be shown next to your friends online or in the league? Ah, that would be cool. I think the role emblem would be definitely cool. Leaderboard might be cool. It depends on what you mean by that. Like overall with all players that you can check. As far as like where do you rank and out of different players and stuff like that. That could be cool if that's what you're talking about. I guess it'd have to be based on DPS. Hey, Bat Terror. Ah. And we'll see if anybody queues up for it. Give it a minute or so. People normally do Owen. Will Magus is over here, sharply dressed with his green jacket and brown and blue pants. He's clearly colorblind. He's like, shut up, my girlfriend dressed me. He's got a nice pipe though. MX says I had a fire tank CR80 and is really good. I can save up $10 and get him back. That's cool. What'd you do? Delete him? Ah, he's a villain. Is that how much it costs to restore a character? Oh, okay, yeah, like best tank or healer and troll. That'd be cool. It would be neat. I mean, it would give people something to strive for, compete over, and it's I got all of them. Man, you're going for the glory. Go for the glory. It might cause people to actually try and play roles more. That would be pretty cool. We are missing roles. I miss them every day. We went through yesterday when I was playing as Rock. I went back into the tier 8 alerts, and of course it was as it always is. I got in there and the tank was DPSing, and he said something about, because we were both Earth, and he was like, man, 2 Earth tunes is OP. And I was thinking to myself, like, I wanted to say, yeah, but I'd rather have a tank. MX says pretty much $10, but man, I was a pro. That's cool. Tom says I'm gonna make a new character on EU server so I can play with you. Nice. USA. I figured that's what you meant. Sweet, Tom. That'll be exciting. I will be excited to meet you in game. It's kind of funny, like, hey, you're a clown. It's kind of funny. I feel like meeting people, and I think Jeffrey's on the same kind of wavelength here, is like when we meet someone in game, we feel like we've met them. It's kind of like, hey, it's nice to meet you. Finally, we see each other face to face. It's so weird, like watching the tunes too, because if you see somebody and their character starts doing their like animation that they just do when they stand there, their whatever pose changes and whatever, it's like I feel like that's part of that person's personality. Like, hey, that person just looked at me weird. Or then they're looking at me. We have no idea where their camera's facing. They, could be looking at the freaking ground for all you know. But I feel like that person's looking at me from across the room. What are the Amazons doing? Jeffrey Lane says, you should have said something. I try to be nice, but in content like that, I have to say something. Sometimes I do. It just depends on my attitude at the time. Like, there's been days when I've gone in and said something in chat where it's like, I'll go in and there'll be 3 DPS, and I'll be like, it's really rude to queue up for a mission as a role and then not play your role, and then I'll just leave. I had to leave. I actually did that one day 4 or 5 times in a row, because every time I queued, I got in there and it was 3 DPS and a healer. And I was like, damn it. I had role optional alerts turned off. That's why I did it. But they don't understand, or they don't want to understand, or they don't care. I don't know. Either way, I can end up at the end of the day just shouting in LFG for the right group. Jeffrey says people were all around you when you showed up at the watchtower that day. There were a lot of people there. Oh, MX got the Kryptonite Shard trinket. That's cool. Oh, you're gonna queue up for a raid? Or holy cow, raid is. That's cool. I'm down. I think. Oh. Man, what is going on? It's Thursday night, apparently. Ah, it's Thursday night. Everybody's doing the actually probably doing raids. Or they're probably doing the high level stuff. I have got to get back on Rock and get war bonds. The new content's coming out soon, and I still have one piece of tier gear to get to finish the whole thing. Ooh, we're inserting batteries into turrets. Oh shoot, I didn't even open my box. Yeah, personal lockers. Enter. I have that problem every time I come into one of these. I'm like, I end up going out the wrong place. Alright, I'm following you this time. Because last time I didn't do a good job of that. Clearly I didn't. Jeffrey says he's going to see it tomorrow. What are you going to see tomorrow?
Systems damaged.
Initiating detonation.
Bomb! Oh, somebody's shooting at us over here. Don't be shooting. Don't anybody tell me anything that I don't want to know about Sons of Anarchy, please, but I am an idiot. I was trying to figure out how many episodes I had left to watch, and I went on Wikipedia yesterday and saw how the freaking series ends. I'm so pissed. I'm still gonna watch it. I'm still gonna finish it, but I know what happens now. So, oh yeah, I'll try to show you guys this supercharge too. It is awesome. I was on the fence about whether I was gonna use a supercharge or not with this loadout, and yeah, it does some killer damage. Oh, the clown movie. You said It. Ah, that's funny. You said I'm going to see It tomorrow, and I just was like, what? Oh my god, dude. I hope you come back in one piece. That movie, the original, literally traumatized me as a child. It took me years to be able to sleep properly after I watched that. Like, it was, I had some serious issues with, like, being alone in a dark room. And, I got over it and everything, but it wasn't easy. So, looking at the trailer for the new one, it looks scarier. Like, part of me wants to see it as an adult, but part of me thinks that it's going to traumatize me. So I'm not sure if I can handle it or not. I know it's a movie now. See, that was the problem with when I saw the original for the first time. I was still at that age where, like, I wasn't quite sure with the difference between reality and movies, and so it was like, oh my god, you know. And oh gosh, I bit off more than I could chew here. And so yeah. Kareem says, I saw the trailer and I think I would have nightmares for months if I saw the whole movie. I'm thinking that's the same thing with me. I mean, just based on how the clown looks. It's kind of a funny story. Like, we were down here, we have in our town, it's called the Parade of the Hills. And it's a festival that goes on downtown for, I think, like, it used to be a whole week, but I think now it's only like 4 days. But on the Saturday of the festival, they have an actual parade that runs down the street right that our house is on. And so we were sitting outside. Bodie was, oh, that's the one I don't want to go into. I was holding Bodhi, and we're watching the parade, and all of a sudden this real freaky looking clown starts walking up the street, and everyone that was standing with us started talking about this freaky looking clown, and I saw it, and I'm like, oh my god, and it was a freaky ass looking clown. And so it was, you know, I turned around because I didn't want Bodhi to see it, because I knew how I was when I saw stuff like that when I was a kid. It freaked me out, and of course he doesn't know to be scared of anything at this point, so probably would have been just fine. But the clown walks directly up to us, and I'm still facing the opposite direction so that Bodhi can't see him. He comes around and stands right in front of it. I mean, he is literally right in front of my face at this point, and takes off the mask. It was Lyda's cousin. And he was promoting a haunted trail thing that they do. And I was like, oh my god, it's your cousin, I said to Bodhi. I had no idea it would have been him. Jeffrey says the original was good, but this, they are going full rated R. Oh, they actually really show him eating kids in the film. Oh my gosh. He says they are really going there with it. That is freaky. Tom says I added as a friend. Cool. Thank you, Tom. Jeffrey says, and some police have been reporting on crazy clowns. It's on YouTube. Yeah, I heard about that whole thing. Like the crazy ass clowns that are just kind of like stalking people. It seems like they're not really, as far as I know yet, they're not really doing very much, but they're definitely being creepy as hell. That's not cool. Because when I see, and I'll tell you why that's not cool. Because, and I'll be honest with you, if I hadn't been holding my son in this situation, I probably would have taken some kind of physical action against this clown, and then I would have really regretted it, you know, being my cousin and all. But, like, when that fear thing kicks in, that fight or flight instinct, it's just like, you know, and if you see someone wearing a clown suit, a freaky clown mask, and they're like just walking around with a knife or something, like looking at you all creepy, I imagine a lot of people are gonna freak out and do something they shouldn't do, thinking that they're getting ready to get serial killed. and then of course you've got the sick people that at some point might do something to harm someone while they're playing the clown costume bit. And it's just, man, people, leave the freaky clown costumes alone. It's a very touchy subject. Jeffrey doesn't like clowns. I don't either. Kareem says, I would think more people would be watching this. I think we got a good, you know, I'm happy with you guys. But, you know, wouldn't hurt. Jeffrey says, I feel sorry for any clown coming around me like that. Yeah, man. I don't, I'm not a big clown fan. It's like the one thing that actually does make me just kind of like stand there in shock for a couple of seconds. You know, like all of a sudden I'm like 10 years old again, or however old. I think I was somewhere around then when I saw the first one. Just like petrified. Tom says I said shoot the clown scumbag. Yeah. Well, you know, if you're walking around in a creepy ass clown costume, you're kind of asking for it, in my opinion. Halloween's gonna be fun around here this time. This is the first year. See, most of the time, Lyda and I have lived out in the country for the past right around 10 years. We lived in the country in the hills of West Virginia, in a cabin in the woods up on a hill that no one would ever try to walk up. It was just a ridiculous hill. And so we never had people come knock on our door for trick-or-treat. We would always buy candy, and then I would always eat it because I knew that there was going to be no trick-or-treaters. So we'd sit up there and watch scary movies and trick-or-treat ourselves. And this year we're like in town, like city block type stuff. And we will definitely have kids knocking on our door. We have kids knocking on our door when it's not trick-or-treat, just like selling cookies for school and whatnot. And so I'm planning on putting a little, and I don't know if this will actually happen because I'm fairly lazy and I don't normally follow through with the ideas that I have, but I am planning on decorating up the front porch and dressing up and trying to scare kids when they come up for trick-or-treat. Not scare them ridiculously, but give them a good old-fashioned jostling, you know. Not literally, I would never jostle a child, but you know, I would definitely spook them a little bit, I guess. And or make them work for the candy, you know? Just give them a little, like, you know, bruh. And so we'll see how that goes. I think it would be funny to live stream during it. I don't know. If I had a camera that I could use to live stream, I can do it on my phone, I guess. But the thing about the kids in this town, see, where we are is no joke. Like, it's a small town, but it's a town of ruffians. And if I go trying to scare a kid in this town, I might get knifed. I may very well get knifed. And if I don't get, like, kicked in the groin area or the knees or something by the kid's parent is liable to just take my face off. So I don't know if it's a good idea to get too involved in the spookage, but you know, nice healthy spooking is all right, I think. We'll see if I live through the experience. Jeffrey Lane says, I did go to a scary house out here a couple of Halloweens ago, and wow, I came around a corner and they had a 7-foot werewolf. And you bugged out. Yeah, I believe I would too. Jeffrey says, I left everyone I came with. I was out and ran into Leatherface in another room. That'd be enough to terrify me. Leatherface is a tough customer. I'm leaving my buddy MX over here is basically soloing this for me. I'm trying to help. Okay, here comes the boss. I'll show you guys this. It's only a sword. What the hell? Oh, there he is. There he is. I'll show you guys this cool thing as soon as I'm out of the way. It's pretty fast. Didn't do a whole lot of damage on this guy, but it's kind of neat. I didn't realize it was so, like, it seemed like it was more in detailed or something earlier. I don't know what's up with that, but maybe it's just because my screen looks smaller while I'm streaming to me. I'm looking at this small size screen. Was not as impressive. I'm making excuses for my supercharge. Not as impressive as I thought it was. Still pretty impressive. I'm impressed with my own supercharge. Damn it, computer. My computer keeps going into sleep mode. I have to shake my mouse. That reminds me, if my mic keeps cutting out, I'm sorry, I forgot to take the wireless mouse off. I may have some interference. Bam! Nice. See what we got here. Ooh, Dragon Point bodysuit head. Very nice. I'm taking that. I'll have that. Fault circuitry? Yes, please. Don't need that. It did take a while, MX. I agree, man. It's because normally it wouldn't have. A couple of weeks ago, you'd have just... You could have almost one-shot that boss probably before the revamp. But it was fun. It was fun for me. I don't know if it was fun for you. It probably... Ooh, a king-size bed. Might have been just work for you, but... It was very enjoyable for me, because I got to tell stories and... have general tomfoolery while you did all the work. So thanks, brother. I appreciate that. Let's get out of here. I'm just going to do this for fun. I don't know if I need to or not. I like setting off bombs. Whoa. I may take the quick way back, and that is by death. There we go. Go ahead and repair my dude here. Alright, brother. Well, I appreciate your help tonight, man. Big shout out and big thank you to XM Gaming, I call him MX, for helping me out, being on the stream again tonight. You got school tomorrow, man, and I got a curfew, so I'm going to have to wrap up the stream, but definitely thank you very, very, very much for helping get me through some content. And look, I'm up to a 52 now, so dang, dude, you took me from I think a 48 or 49 into the 50s. So that is awesome. I appreciate everybody that joined in the chat tonight. Thank you to anybody who subbed. We will be back on again, let's see, Saturday. We got a Saturday stream, and you know what that means. That means 2 streams in one day. We'll do an afternoon stream for the kiddies. We'll do an evening stream for the adults. We'll have a good old time, and we'll see. We may do more than just water. The last few streams have been water, so we may break out into do some higher level content and see what we can get into. So yeah, XM, I understand, buddy. Thank you again for being on. Jeffrey, always a pleasure to see you. Thanks, man. Tom, Kareem, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me here in the chat. It's been a good time, and we will be back, like I said, Saturday afternoon. I'll hit you up on Twitter and let you guys know when the stream will happen, at @var_nation. You can follow me there. Again, if you can, sub to the channel, give the video here a like before you leave, and it should be back up on YouTube in about an hour. If anybody missed the beginning of the stream, you can catch the whole thing there. Be sure to give it a share and a like, and appreciate you guys, each and every one. For Light and Bodhi, this is Rock Var saying play on.